Alright guys, it's a bit of a review on the Gemini 3600 professional workstation. I wouldn't really call it professional, I'll explain later why. Yeah, so it's a bit of a review, give you my opinion. For those of you who never really started out with decks, basically you have two decks and you mix between them, and basically say you're playing a song on this side, you basically then queue up this side to mix in using the jog wheel, etc. To get it working. There's a couple of flaws with this really. This deck, I've had this for about 4 weeks I suppose. This deck here keeps stopping. It won't read the CD sometimes. I've tried cleaning it. It doesn't really do anything. Contact Gemini. They should return it. I really can't be bothered. So that's that. The crossfader is a bit temperamental as well, as I'll show you. I'm playing a song now. I want to swap it over to this song, so I'll press play a song. As you can see, I've swapped over, but it still taps on there. Anyway, let's so I wouldn't really recommend this to anyone other than someone who's just starting out. So beginners, that's good, but professional, not really. Anyway, let's get into the features of this this baby. Okay, it's got a loop function, which is very handy. The loop function, this is how it works. You're playing a song, and it basically loops the sound, which is very handy. And when you want to get back into the song, it's not perfect, but it works. And when you want to go back into the loop, you just go re-loop. So it's fairly easy. There's also a very useful feature. It's the fader start delay, which is right there. That is a very, very useful button there. Say you're playing this song and you want to go into that song, you want to fade it in. It's very, very good. See, it saves you messing around a little bit. That one does. Saves you messing around. Pitch control up plus and minus 12 to change the pitch of the song. So yeah, that's not too bad. That works pretty well. It's not too flimsy. I'm pretty happy with the pitch actually. You've got a few buttons here. One is program, which I'd never really use. It's to set songs up and stuff. Repeat, so if you want to repeat the track after it's finished. Single, so if you want it to sort of that single track to play and stop, or if you want it to continue through the CD like a normal CD really. Time, which I use quite a lot actually, tells you what is the time that has elapsed, the time that's remaining, or the actual total time of the CD. I always go for remaining, so I know how much time I've got left to do the mix. What else have we got here? Gemini really make this a big point, but I've never used this. Direct access control. 1, 2, 3, 9, and 0 here. Okay, this is to change track. Well, there's a handy little change track button here with plus 10. If I want to go to track 7, I'm more likely to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rather than 7. I don't know why. It's just me. I just prefer to do that. Oh well. Okay. We've got the jog wheels here now. The jog wheel. For those of you who are unfamiliar with jog wheel, it basically it just jogs the song really. With I think it's a 75 frame 75 frames it's got. Basically, so if you want to find a cue point in a song, you want to find the exact beat, you just find the bit, cue it up, get ready, and then you can just, it's just, that's the mix, and that's very handy. You've also got the bend button here, which is just bends the pitch of the track, very much similar to the pitch control, but it's just a one-touch button that resets itself. It goes back to the original pitch after you've released the button. I'll explain. So it's very much similar to the jog wheel though. By the way, once in play, the jog wheel acts as a pitch control. Right, okay. What's we got? We got this little button here swaps between search mode and jog mode. So if you want to skip through the track, so the track's 3 minutes long, activate. It's not very good though, because it's got a bit of a delay on it. You can spin it around on the dial to 57, let go of it, and it'll whack itself back to say 30 or whatever. It's a bit silly, really. I'm not really too keen on that. It's hard to use, but anyway, it's fairly cheap piece of equipment, so you know, fair enough. All the dials here. You've got your low, mid, high for both channels. You've got your master volume and your microphone volume, your cue volume, which is your headphone volume, gain for both channels there, and you have the option to, you can either use your CDJ, or you can plug in an external interface, well, a deck or another deck or whatever really. It's all on the back here. You can plug all your gubbins on the back here. So you could plug in some vinyl decks, some better CDJs, and use it as a mixer, whatever really, and just swap it over. Both channels. And then we got the cue selector in the middle, which swaps between channel 1 and channel 2. Overview of this player is very good for a beginner. Definitely good for a beginner, but professional it is not, I'm afraid, no. Due to the fact that it's just not good enough really. You could take this to a mobile DJ, he'd probably use this, providing it didn't break, and he got over the problem of the crossfader. But if it hadn't broken, I would have definitely recommended this to anyone really, but it's just the way it is. Thanks for listening. Any questions, any how-tos, I can do that. Just leave us a comment. Thank you very much.